Good morning, guys. And just going to make sure that everyone can hear me. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. I hope you, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time it is for you just now, I hope you're doing well. Surrender key gets today. So, and it's pretty bright today. I feel like I'm proper haloed up, but that's all good. So yeah, how is everyone doing? How are you all doing today? We're going to be starting to move a little bit more creatively this morning. But I kind of want to, before we even think about moving, I want to almost add on a wee kind of disclaimer with that, in that it is completely okay if you are not feeling super creative just now. I've literally just gone from having breakfast to jumping on this, so I'm not feeling too warmed up this morning, and that is okay, right? So I'm going to be writing about this a lot more, probably on the blog in the next couple of days. But it's about a topic that my dear friend and business partner and studio co-owner Rachel, she shared something with me yesterday by that actually somebody else shared with me, that somebody else posted on Instagram yesterday, and I'm so glad that they did. Next chapter, I think I posted about, I shared their, what am I trying to say? Next chapter, an amazing bookstore in the West End in Edinburgh, same as my studio. They're an awesome bookshop that do a lot of work around kind of mental health and kind of self-care books. They're just awesome. But I digress. They posted something on Instagram yesterday, basically all about how it is okay if we're not feeling super creative and productive and like our usual motivated selves, whatever that might look like, that it is okay if we're not feeling like that right now. I see a lot of posts, a lot of chat at the moment about how we can be our best selves right now and how we can just like come out of this even better than how we came in. And if that is you, that is all cool. I'm not dismissing that. I'm not disputing that. I think we're all responding to this in completely different ways, and that's completely valid. But I also know there's a lot of us, I say us because I'm including myself in this, who have kind of been walking around in circles, kind of oscillating between high levels of productivity, but without the focus to be able to carry anything through. Hands up if you're feeling like that lately. I think I might actually close my blind. This is super bright. So if that is you, I'm just coming on to see who's on. Hello. If that is you, then I kind of want to just reinforce the fact that is completely okay. Is that really dark? Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's so good today. How about I could do half compliment? I always feel kind of like, that was going to sound really weird, how when you see like, oh no, that was just going to sound really bizarre, you're going to get all spaceshipy for a moment, just be like when you see aliens coming up the spaceship and being like, oh, surrounded in light. That's kind of how I can see myself on this screen right now. That's perturbing. Not an extraterrestrial. But focus. See my point? And basically, what next chapter was saying, and I'm doing a lot more reading and research around this concept in general at the moment because I really want to write more about it. But what they were saying is that there's like a tier level of kind of well-being and feeling able to kind of being able to be productive and being able to be ourselves, like our best selves. And we need to make sure that each kind of tier is met before we can go up, right? So the first tier that this kind of model describes is survival, right? Our base needs to survive, that we need to be able to get our basic needs of shelter, water, food, that kind of thing. We need to feel like those base needs are met before we can do anything else, which makes sense, right? So once those needs are met, we can then kind of start to move up the tier kind of model of this tier system that this model describes. And the second tier is thrive. So you've got survive, our base needs. You've got thrive, which is kind of our needs to feel connected and supported and kind of in this space where we don't feel completely on our own and not supported by any other systems, whether that is our family, our friends, our loved ones, whether that is on a broader sense as well. So we need to feel that we can survive and thrive before we can strive. I'm liking this in the system. And strive means when we can get creative and motivated and productive and actually do all the things that maybe, even if we do still feel creative, it might be really hard for us to actually implement these things. So we need to feel, again, just to reiterate, we need to feel that our survival base needs are met. Our base needs of having shelter, food, water, etc., feeling safe. And then we also need to feel like our kind of thrive base needs are met as well. So that's our ability to feel connected and supported. And we need both of those to be met before we can even like strive, again, take action, be able to implement any kind of creative or productive or anything. So if you feel like you're really struggling to work right now, that's probably why. Because it is completely okay, because right now everything is a little bit unsettled, and it is hardly surprising if we then feel like our, our ability to focus is therefore really compromised, right? I know for me, the reason that I've spoken about this a little bit, the reason why I decided to take a complete disconnect from everything online, whether I was just talking to friends or phone calls or being on social or doing anything this weekend, was purely because I was kind of walking around in circles being like, I feel really productive. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel really productive. What do I do? Like, it was a complete weird sense of like, I was being influenced, not negatively, but by what a lot of other people were doing, and me being like, yeah, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, and having absolutely no focus or ability to action anything because of this whole state of unsettledness. So I guess in that, if that is feeling like it resonates with you, if that's what you're experiencing right now, this kind of lower ability to focus and action things and do the things that normally you'd have absolutely no issue doing, whether that's getting out of your PJs or having a shower or managing to work or whatever you do at the normal times that you normally do, whether that's your ability to eat at the kind of meal times that perhaps you'd normally be hungry for, or work out in the way that you normally would. That's why. Because our motivation and our ability to focus and be productive is completely dependent on the lower tiers. And if those lower tiers are a bit shaken up right now, which I'd imagine they probably may be, then it's going to have a big impact. And so while we're going to get pretty damn creative today, well, there's the options too. I'll just explain in a bit. It's also okay, completely okay, if you're not feeling your normal creative self. So, while we will be moving, so we're going to be moving through a flow. Let me introduce what we're going to actually be doing. We will start with a meditation, as always. I find it just such a powerful way to connect to us, our bodies, our breath, ourselves, and get out of this external environment that we may find ourselves in right now. So we're going to start with the meditation, as always, and then we're going to move into a creative flow. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to move through a flow altogether. Like, let's kind of, so we're going to move to like a base flow altogether. We may do that once or twice, just moving through it a couple of times so we kind of feel really familiar with it, or at least a little bit more. And then we're going to make that flow a little bit more creative. So we're going to add on a few different variations, some kind of and options to feel a little bit more fluid and a little bit more freestyle and a little bit more intuitive. And then from there, we're going to move through this sequence a third or fourth time. And it's going to be our choice how we move. So we may want to move to the initial version of the flow, which is kind of a little bit less crazy, as in it's a little bit more balanced, a little bit more grounded, simple. And if that's what you feel like you need to feel like your kind of self-care is being met, then that is perfect. But if you want to move through the second version of the flow that we explored, then that is completely cool too. If you feel like you want to get creative and expansive and just play around a little bit, then maybe that option's for you. Or maybe you want to completely freestyle it up and just go completely free flow, going with your intuition, going with what your needs are, then that is cool as well. So I hope that makes sense. So we're going to be, I hope that basically there's going to be something for everybody within this yoga aspect of this live stream. So whether we want to kind of dial things back to simplicity, whether we want to get a little bit more creative, or whether we want to be completely off the beaten track, kind of freestyling, free flowing, free moving, then that is an option as well. That was a lot of chat. So let me know. I just want to check in with you guys. How's everybody doing? What does everybody need? Do I actually look like an extraterrestrial, kind of with all of this bright night? It's like utopia behind me, it looks like, at least from here. So, but maybe it looks better on your screen. I hope so for your sake. Yeah, just let me know how you guys are doing, how you guys are feeling. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Trying maybe even not to crawl across the floor today. Oh my gosh, you're going up in the world. So yeah, let me know how everyone's doing. And let me know what you feel like you need. Also, drop in and kind of give me some insight as to how that kind of tiered system, that tiered model of being able to focus and being able to be productive and being able to feel good in ourselves. Let me know how that resonated with you as well. And on top of all of that, just let me know how in general you are. And if there's anything in particular you feel like you need this morning. They're being quiet or neutral and quiet on the ground. It's okay. So we're gonna start to, we're gonna move into our meditation from here. And I know the kind of way I want to be moving through these lives at the moment anyway is by finding kind of stability and groundedness through the beginning of the week, and then starting to get a little bit more lightness and fluidity in our movement and with our breath through the second half of the week, right? So that's how we're going to find things. So while the Monday and Tuesday this week, and as it will carry on, were pretty kind of grounding and slow and stabilizing, we're going to find a little bit more lightness through our meditation this morning. And that theme will carry on through the rest of the week. And that's how every week's going to go. Well, let's find a space where you can feel comfortable, settled, grounded. So finding a comfortable position for yourselves. As always, that can be on the floor. You can be seated, cross-legged, lying down. Maybe it'll feel really great for you if you are sitting on a chair. Bony ankles this morning on this side. So just find a space where you can feel really grounded and really settled. You're going to be here for maybe 5-10 minutes. So just make sure that you're comfortable wherever you are. Let's rest our hands on our knees if we are seated. Maybe down by our sides if we're lying down, but we're going to turn our palms wherever we are so they face up. So backs of hands onto our knees, onto the surface by us. And palms facing up towards the sky. Let's take a few really freeing, deep breaths just here. Well, in yoga, we often breathe in and out just through the nose. I really love when I'm settling into some stillness, or even just settling into my practice of my body, just take some really deep breaths out through the mouth. I find this can be a great way to release any stagnant energy. Anything we're holding on to that doesn't serve us. It's a great way to kind of lining up our energetic body. Once you feel a little bit more centered, present, and maybe lighter, let's just even start to maybe close our eyes right now. As always, if you don't feel too comfortable closing your eyes, just looking down is really helpful too. We're not looking at anything fixed wherever we are. Spending a moment getting a little bit more grounded, so just noticing the contact points your body makes with the air. Whether it's your sit bones, maybe it's your feet, the whole of your back body perhaps. Let's see if we can allow these spaces that are grounded physically to feel a little bit lighter energetically. Not holding on to tension, seriousness, imagine that these spaces are actually just floating, maybe just a few millimeters off the earth. So although we may feel supported, we also just feel almost as though we're floating with the lightness. See if we can allow this lightness to travel all the way up through our spine. So lightness through the hips and through the legs. Lightness through the lower back, through the mid back. Lightness through your upper back and your shoulder blades. Can you allow your shoulders to feel weightless and relaxed? And the whole of your neck, your throat to feel at ease. Can we create a sense of lightness through our head, back of our head, the top of our head? Lightness across our forehead, and all the way through the front of our head, through our face. Softening eyebrows, eyes. Releasing jaw. Trying to find a sense of lightness across our heart space. Down our arms to our hands, even as our hands rest to our knees or to our sides, just see how much we can release from them energetically so they almost feel like they're just floating. The lightness through our abdomen, the fronts of our hips. Lightness spilling down towards the earth. Whole body feeling light. And if you notice that the degree of kind of heaviness or weightedness or tension is starting to manifest, see if you can release that load just by simply taking a long breath out. Can we cultivate lightness in our breath? Though our breath is still slow, deep, and calming, it is also effortless, easy, and relaxed. Anytime energetic heaviness returns, allow it to flow away. Take maybe 5 to 10 more easy, light breaths just here. Tune into our intuition. One hand can be placed just across your forehead. And the other hand on top of your heart. As we sit here, as you breathe here, just explore what you feel like you need in terms of creativity or simplicity. Whether you want to explore or whether you want to feel settled. Neither answer is better or worse than the other. Just about what you feel like you need. Listening to whatever answer comes up fast without trying to analyze it or apply logic or reasoning. You feel like you have found your answer. Place the hand that was on your forehead to the hand that is on your heart. Breathing into both hands. Feeling the beating of your heart. And the rise and fall of your breath. When you feel ready, relax your hands down to your knees or by your sides, palms face up. Bring your attention back to your surroundings, what you can hear, what you can feel. As you begin to blink open your eyes, just check in and see what you can see. Let's get a little bit of movement. Maybe it feels good to roll out your shoulders. Move out through your neck, through your head. And I know for a lot of us, this is where we can feel really heavy, right? We have tension through our shoulders, our neck, our jaw. A little bit of free movement just here. Just let it all go. When you feel ready, make our way to kneeling. So whether you are sat on your heels, whether you want a bit of fire toes this morning with your toes tucked under behind you and your hips to your heels, or whether you are standing on your knees if that feels more comfortable for your knees or your quads. Again, there is no right or wrong. There is only what is right for you. Have a little bit of movement right here, right? So you're going to take a long, slow breath in and reach your arms all the way up. And as you breathe out, bring your hands through your heart center. Palms connect. Inhale, hands draw out to the side, all the way up, just moving through the shoulders. Exhale, hands to your heart. So find almost a little bit of play, almost a little bit of freedom with this movement. We're not trying to take it too seriously. Find lightness. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands find your heart. Let's add on. Inhale, cactus your arms, elbows bent to 90 degrees. Lift up through the chest, or forwards and up with your heart. Exhale, round through your spine. Give yourself a hug as you wrap your arms around you. And then no right or wrong way to move. Just find a way that feels good for you. Breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Hands find your heart center. Exhale. Inhale, find lightness. Lift the heart, cactus arms. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Round. One last time. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Hands find your heart center as you breathe out. Cactus your arms, heart draws forward. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your arms around you, turning. Find that standing. So bring your fingertips out in front of you. Place one foot to the top of the mat, and then the other. Slowly rolling all the way up to standing. And shake it out when you arrive. So whether we feel like we need lightness and stability, or whether we feel like we need simplicity and kind of steadiness, or whether we feel like we need creativity and playfulness, we're going to be working through lightness regardless. So we're going to find lightness and no seriousness, whatever our needs may be, if that feels good for you. We're going to keep our feet hip-width distance for today's practice. So inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands find your heart center. Just the same movement again. Inhale, cactus your arms, lift the heart. Tailbone draws south as you lift your top forwards. And exhale, round through your spine. Give yourself a hug, round inward, shoulder blades draw away from each other. Inhale again, see arms to the sky. So maybe do this two more times. Hands find your heart. Exhale. Cactus arms back, bend, inhale, your tailbone draws down. Lift the heart. And exhale, round. Last one, inhale, sweep high. Exhale, heart center, palms connect. Inhale, lift the heart, cactus arms. Exhale, round and calm. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. We're moving on. Hands find your heart center. Breathe out. Slowly from here, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Exhale, lean forwards to your upper body as we step that left foot all the way back. Sweep your arms to the sky, breathe in. Here we are in crescent lunge for this first round. I'm just going to pause here for 2-3 breaths. Find lightness to your breath, lightness to your body, and steadiness, lightness through your mind. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly bring your hands down to freeing your right foot. This first round especially, we're all going to lower our back knee. Inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your right toe. Exhale, rebend your right knee. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Breathe in, straighten, half splits. Breathe out, bend, lie. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, keeping the back knee down. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, straighten your arms, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. First down dog of the class. Maybe first down dog of your day too. Feel free to pad out through your legs, your feet. Maybe shaking your head. Or maybe what you really need more than anything right now is stability, so just finding some stillness. Let's move in and up through plank pose, which can just be such a beautiful transition in itself. So as you breathe in, we're going to lift your heels round through your spine, draw your core in, and draw your shoulder blades away from each other. Shoulders above your wrists and your right look forward at the last. And exhale, bend your knees, draw your hips up and back. Bending down dog, but just trying to articulate through every vertebra. Like we're almost trying to back bend. So again, breathe in, rounding forwards. And breathe out, melting back, leading with the head. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Pause here for 2 breaths. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your hip. You're trying to bring your left knee towards the sky. And so you're trying to bring your left heel towards your right sit bone. Pause here, inhale. And straighten your left leg, square your hips, breathe out. Pause here, breathe in. And as we exhale, let's step your left foot forward. As far forward as you can, adjust your stance if you need. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Moving through a different sequence on this side, but let's just find stability here for 2 breaths. Slow breath in. Hands down to frame your left foot, breathe out. Changing things up, let's bring your right hand flat down to the mat. Maybe bringing your left foot a little bit wider so you have a wider stand. Let's sweep our left hand to the sky, twisted lunge. And pausing here for 2 breaths. Where are you feeling heavy? What can you do to feel a little bit lighter energetically? And slowly release our left hand down as you breathe out. Step your right foot to meet your left halfway lift in. Forward fold, touch the earth, soften your knees if you need, relax your head, breathe. Let's find high mountain pose on our inhale, rising all the way up. Hands find our heart center. Breathe out. Move to the other side. This time, bring all the way into your left foot. Right knee draws in. Breathe in. Exhale, slow, steady step back as we shift forward through our upper body. Slowly as you can, right foot finds the back of them. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Again, let's find just 2, maybe 3 breaths right here. Lightness through your shoulders, even as they may go up. Lightness through our feet, even though they are grounding us down. Steadiness and ease through the breath. On your inhalation, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot. Drop your back knee and tuck your back toe. Inhale, straighten left leg, draw your left toes in, half split. Exhale, bend your left knee, maybe looking up slightly. Inhale, straighten left leg, half split. Exhale, lunge, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands lower down to frame your left. Tuck right knee lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it back, down dog. 2 or 3 breaths, maybe a movie, maybe a funny stillness. On your next inhalation, it's round forwards, plank pose. Exhale, soften it back, downward facing dog. 2 more times, moving with your breath. So every time you breathe in, you're going to exaggerate the roundness of our back so you can pause the plank. And every time we breathe out, find a little back bend as you come back to down dog. 1 more time. Pausing down dog for a breath in. Find a steady exhale. Right leg to the sky as we breathe in. And exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. So again, right knee may draw it towards the ceiling. Try and bring the right heel towards your left hip bone. Inhale, straighten your right leg, square your hips. Pause as you exhale, soften your left heel, soften. Deep inhale, prepare. Exhale, right foot in between your hands. Left hand ground, sweep your right hand to the sky. Again, you can bring your right foot to the right if you need. Twisted lunge. Finding your breath. Yeah. Steady breath in, find lightness through your body. And exhale, right hand lowers down. Inhale, left foot forward to meet your right flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold and soften your knees if you need. High mountain, let's rise on our in-breath. Hands find our heart, exhale. So we're going to move a little bit more dynamically. Oh, it's bright in the sunshine, it's warm. We're going to move a little bit more dynamically, a little bit more creatively now too. Breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Hands find your heart, exhale. Left knee to your chest, breathe in. Exhale, we're going to pause in warrior 3. So send that left leg back behind you, keep the foot lifted. Lengthen your collarbones forwards, almost create the shape of a T. So our right leg is straight and strong. Our collarbones are drawing forwards, and from our left heel to the crown of our head, always creating a strong line. Pause here, breathe in. Exhale, lower your left foot to the back of your mat. Crescent lunge, sweep your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, let's mix it up. Cactus your arms. Lift the heart forwards and up, back bend. Inhale, reach your arms back. Exhale. Rather than lowering your back knee, just keep that back knee lifted and straighten that right leg. So if you feel like your hands are nowhere near the mat, grab blocks, grab books, or you can drop that back knee down if you need to find a half bit to go on the other side. But wherever we are, every time you breathe in, we're going to bend that right knee, lift the heart. And exhale, straighten that right leg. And 2 more times. In. Exhale. Hands can stay on the mat. We're going to lift them, float them if you want a little bit more lightness. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten right leg. Inhale, crescent lunge. We bend that right knee, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the mat. Step right foot back. Inhale, plank pose, just one time only, round forwards, breathe in. Exhaling, downward facing dog, roll through the spine back. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your head. Option to stay here. Option to find a wild thing if you're feeling warmed enough and familiar with the pose. And slowly lift your left arm, flip your dog, so left foot to the off the right edge of your mat. Lift up through the heart, find a little back bend, breathe in. Exhale, all meet in that 3-legged dog, so we'll straighten our left leg, square our head. Pause, breathe in, right here, melt your right heel southwards. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Back knee stays lifted, sweep your left hand to the sky. Left knee bent, open, twist in your lunge. Exhale, lower your left hand down to the inside of your left foot. So both hands will be on the inside of that front foot. Reach your right hand to the sky, breathe in. And spin your right heel down. So option to stay here, or option to start to lift your right toes up to your back toe. Open up for Skandasana. So back leg, our right leg is straight. Right toes can be down, or your toes can be lifted here on the mat. Nice deep bend into your left knee. Maybe looking up towards your right fingertip. Pause here for an inhale. Lower your right hand down, breathe out. Hands frame your left foot to left hand, that's the outside. Let's reach both hands all the way up towards the sky. Crescent lunge. And as you breathe out, hands to your heart, lean forwards. Slowly lift your right foot and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Single-legged mountain on the other side. Exhale, warrior 3. Send the right leg back in space. Do not worry if you wobble. Heart draws forward. Lengthen through your upper body. Impress your right heel back. Left foot is on the floor. Left leg is turning strong. Inhale. Can we slowly soften into that left knee? And step that right foot to the back. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale to pyramid. So again, we're going to straighten that left leg. Whether our back knee is on the floor for more of a half split, or our back knee is lifted is your choice. We'll all breathe in, bend your left knee, look up, maybe your fingertips will float. And as we breathe out, we're going to straighten that left. Inhale, bend your left knee, find lightness. Where are you holding on to? Stuckness. Exhale, straighten left leg, find freedom. One more time, bend left knee, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten left leg, hinge. Crescent lunge, inhale, bend your left knee, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands lower down, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. One time only, round forwards, plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, soften your knees, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Again, maybe we're bending our right knee, opening our hip. Maybe we're staying here. Maybe we're starting to find a wild thing. Flipping your dog. Bending your right knee, right hand is lifted. Open your heart towards the ceiling. Pause for an inhale, right. We'll all meet in a three-legged dog. Right hand ground. Right leg to the sky. Pause, breathe in right here. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Left hand plant, reach your right hand to the sky, breathing. Exhale, right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Pivot your left foot flat down to the mat, reach your left hand to the sky. Inhale. Maybe we're staying here. Maybe we're starting to lift our left toe. Pause, breathe in. Exhale, left hand down. Pivot back round onto your left ball of your foot, left heel lifts. And we'll reach your arms to the sky, crescent lunge once again. Exhale, hands find your heart center, lean forwards. How gracefully can we make our way to single-legged mountain? Lift your left foot, left knee draws in towards your chest. As you straighten your right leg. Deep breath in. Lower your left foot. Exhale. Find your breath, find lightness. Where do you feel stuck? How can you move to create a sense of freedom through your body? We're going to move through that one more time. The option is to flow through the first sequence or to add on the extra poses, the extra variations for the second. I'm going to be cueing the first. If you want to add on, you're welcome to create your own flow completely if that feels good too. We just got a few minutes. So Instagram, we may get cut off. I'm going to try and make this so we don't pause in any poses. But if we do get cut off, we'll still be on YouTube if you want to hop on there instead. Hands to your heart center. Let's draw your left knee in towards your chest. Breathe in. And exhale. I'm going to send that left leg back. And pause in warrior 3 for a minute. And then we'll all lower our left foot to the back. Sweep your arms to the sky. Breathe in, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down. Maybe we're straightening our right leg with our back knee lifted. Or maybe lowering that left knee down. Wherever we are, we're straightening that right leg every inhale. We're bending the right knee, looking up every time we breathe out. 2 more times, move with your breath. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Breathe in, reach your hands to the sky wherever you are. Exhale, hands lower down, make your way back to downward facing dog. Plank pose, round forwards, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip again. Wild thing is there for you if you want to step that left foot over and lift your left hand, find that back bend. Or just stay here in a 3-legged dog, hip open. Breathe in, let's find a 3-legged dog where we come back. So our left leg is lifted, left leg straight and stern. And exhale, step your left foot forwards. Breathe in, reach your left hand to the sky. Again, maybe we're finding Skandasana, where we're lowering our left hand, reach our right hand, or lifting our right toes, right heel to the mat, or pausing in our twisted lunge. Deep breath in, find your twisted lunge if you have found Skandasana. Exhale, left hand down. Breathe in, reach your hands to the sky, crescent lunge. Either our fingertips are coming down, we're stepping forwards, or we're going to come straight into single-legged mountain with our right knee towards our chest. However you want to get there, let's all find our balance standing on our left leg. Big breath in. Find freedom as we send our right foot back. Pause in warrior 3, or landing your right foot to the back. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms to the sky. Maybe we'll find our cactus arms. Maybe we're lowering our hands down. Pyramid pose, our back knee lifted. Or half split to the back knee lowered. Either way, our left leg is going to straighten. 3 breaths to ease in and out. Bending the left knee with every breath in. Straightening the left leg with every breath out. 2 more breaths. Doing good. Breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Bend your left knee wherever you are. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the mat. And step it back. Inhale, plank pose, round forwards. Exhale, down dog, wave it back. Right leg to the sky, we're carrying on YouTube, breathe in. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. Again, wild things, an option if you want to lift your right hand, step your right foot over, pause, inhale. Three-legged dog, straighten your right leg, square your hips, make your way back, breathe out. Breathe in, pause right here, melt your left heel southwards. And exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, right hand to the sky, twist. Pausing here. Or finding Skandasana, we're twisting the other way, lifting your back heel. No, your back toes, excuse me. Finding your twisted lunge, breathe in. Lowering your right hand down, exhale. Breathe in, crescent lunge, reach your arms to the sky. Hands find your heart center, breathe out. Whether you use your hands or not, it is all good. Let's slowly come forward. Left knee towards our chest and your right. Exhale, standing. Reach your arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, fall. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, kneeling. Lowering your knees. Hips can be down to your heels. If you want to spice this up, you can tuck your toes under, find toe pose. You can drop tops of feet to the mat. Stand on your knees, whatever feels good for you. Notice your breath, notice your body. See how you feel right now in this very moment. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty warm. All the sunlight streaming in. But maybe we can also feel a little bit lighter energetically. Maybe we feel a little bit more freedom through our body. A little bit of lightness and freedom through our minds too. Whatever we hold on to, we can always find a way to release it on our yoga mat as best as we are able. By moving, by breathing, connecting to the present moment, finding our focus. And stay here as long as you would like. And if you prefer to sit down cross-legged or lie down, you are welcome to. I'm going to leave you guys to breathe and rest. I encourage you to spend a good few minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the time, just to sit, breathe, and be present. Namaste, yogas. Thank you so very much for joining me, and hope you have the most wonderful day. Namaste. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.